Today is Sunday, April 26th, 2026, and welcome to Only the Truth channel, where we bring you truth, clarity, and important discussions on global events shaping our world. My name is Jennifer, and I am your presenter for today's broadcast. In today's video, we will be discussing an important international issue that continues to influence politics, diplomacy, economic stability, and global peace. We will take a closer look at recent developments, the actions of world leaders, and how these decisions may affect people across different nations. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to Only the Truth channel, like this video, leave your comments, and share this message with others. Your support helps us connect people globally and spread awareness through truth and informed discussion. Please also share this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and all social media platforms so more people can join the conversation and stay informed. Stay with us as we begin today's important discussion.
Two major developments, and both are absolutely mind-blowing and crazy stuff. First, we have more evidence on how Iran orchestrated a so-called diplomatic talk with the US to embarrass the clown from the White House. And then last night, Donald Trump's White House Correspondents Dinner was marred by another episode of shooting. The facts surrounding this event are absolutely crazy. I will explain to you how in a bit. But social media users are already calling it another false flag incident at a time when Trump faces unprecedented scrutiny at home for his reckless decision to illegally attack Iran, an action which is wreaking havoc on people around the world, including the US, due to soaring oil and gas prices. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt's pre-dinner prediction stating that shots would be fired is making the shooting incident even more suspicious. Then a video of Fox News abruptly cutting off its reporter, who was in the midst of reporting that Caroline Leavitt's husband was telling her to be very safe even before the incident of shooting, added another twist to this episode. This would be the broad focus of my video tonight, so please stay tuned. So Iranian Foreign Minister Syed Abbas Araghchi today returned to Pakistan from Muscat after learning about Trump's decision to not send his Jewish property developers for diplomatic talks. I mean, the Iranians are really aware. They really know how to play around with Trump. Araghchi left for Muscat, Oman, when Trump announced his plans to send his delegation to Pakistan. And as soon as Trump cancelled or was forced to cancel his plans following the snubbing by Iran, Araghchi returned back to Islamabad. This is like a classic case of a decent person avoiding a jilted stalker. As I speak, the Iranian foreign minister is in Pakistan. He will depart from Moscow tomorrow morning. Not in as many words, but these experts on Al Jazeera kind of summed up the cumulative humiliation of Trump by Iran.
She's a senior non-resident fellow at the Center for International Policy. She's also the host of the Iran podcast. Good to have you both with us. If I could start with General Kimmett. So what happened? Caroline Leavitt was saying they're going because the Iranians want to talk. The Iranians were saying no. And now Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff no longer going. Did the White House put out the wrong message, or did something happen behind the scenes? What's your feeling?
Well, I think what's going on is what we've seen for the last couple of weeks, which is there are different power centers inside of Iran. There's nobody to make the ultimate decision. I suspect that it was communicated to the White House that there would be somebody there to talk to, and hence, let's get some people over there to talk to the Iranians. It's clear that Araghchi, the foreign minister, had different views on this, and as he announced that he was going to be making a trip to Islamabad and Moscow and Muscat, I think there was a sensing that he would stay in Islamabad to at least have indirect talks with the Americans.
Who is the other power center then, General Kimmett, who is telling the White House, yes, they will stay there to talk to you. The Iranians want to talk face to face, is what Caroline Leavitt was saying.
Well, again, this has been the great controversy over the last couple of weeks. Is it the foreign ministry? Is it the IRGC? Is the message coming from the supreme leader? Is the message coming from Halabaf over in the parliament?
So we don't know, basically.
We don't know. And I think whether this was done intentionally to embarrass the Americans or whether it was done because we're listening to the wrong people. I don't think the Iranians even know.
Is that how you see it, Negar? Is it a case of mixed messaging from the Iranians, or there is a little bit of a history of mixed messaging from the US, even from the US president himself, let alone different centers of power within the US? The US president has gone from total unconditional surrender to the 10 points put forward by Iran were workable on April the 7th to no, it has to be the US points.
Yes, I mean, I've seen cohesion more from the Iranian side, the 10-point plan, and as far as the room to maneuver for them, which isn't very much, and the red lines have been pretty solid. Now it's the blockade, before it was the ceasefire in Lebanon. And decision-making, yes, it's no longer just the politicians and the diplomats in Tehran. It's really the commanders who are in the driver's seat. But we see the kind of people they sent in the first Islamabad meeting. That was very historic. I mean, the Speaker of Parliament, essentially de facto #2 in Iran, Ghalibaf, who is seen at almost the same level as the president, was a former IRGC commander, has good relations with that wing. So that was a consolidation of that power. And then also the foreign minister, Araghchi, who knows this file, U.S. and Iran, inside and out. He's been involved in it forever. So that showed seriousness, and then more senior people coming in the Iranian in a very large delegation with authority to make decisions. And then what we saw or heard as far as reporting from the meeting was that the vice president on the U.S., I mean, sending the vice president also showed a lot of seriousness from Washington, but he had to call President Trump many, many times, and it seemed like it was on the U.S. side, the decision-making that wasn't very clear. And
As for Trump, last night's White House Correspondents Dinner by him hit the media headlines for all the wrong reasons. That's because a shooting incident was reported at the site of the event in Washington. The police have already arrested a man identified as Cole Thomas Allen as the prime suspect. This 31-year-old man is being described as a resident of California. According to the Reuters news agency, the police have already begun searching the suspect's house in California. This is the second incident of shooting at a gathering where Trump was present. You may remember the first shooting incident involving Trump during his campaign trail in 2024. Anyway, let's now look at the facts surrounding this incredibly dramatic incident. This event was important given Trump's previous history of boycotting the dinner. No wonder Caroline Leavitt appeared overly excited when she spoke to the media before the start of the dinner. But in her excitement, she also said that shots would be fired in tonight's event. It's not clear what she meant by that. But whatever the case, shots were indeed fired when the dinner started.
Ready to rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny, it'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
In fact, the Washington Times reported that Secret Service agents actually shouted, "Shots fired," during the time of the shooting. Then this happened. A Fox News reporter, Aisha Hasni, her name is, appeared on her channel to take her audience through the chronology of events. However, just when she was in the midst of revealing some damning truths, Fox News lost her abruptly. The channel, of course, blamed a poor network in the US for this sudden loss.
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me. And, right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened. And then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV, you do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there.
I'm not here to create any doubts in anyone's mind. I'm only stating the relevant developments important to this story and trying to present them to you. It's up to you to conclude whatever you may wish. A Fox News reporter did ask Trump later why there are always shooting incidents involving him. Trump's response would make his detractors even more doubtful. According to him, this shooting incident reminded him why he needed to be allowed to construct the ballroom, which was stopped by a US judge before an appeals court judge stayed the order.
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before.
Trump's critics are calling the shooting incident at the White House Correspondents Dinner another false flag episode. The argument is that this has been a pretty successful ploy by the Israeli spy network Mossad to convert hatred or criticism for Israel into widespread sympathy. Trump is now being accused of taking a leaf out of the Mossad book as he faces mounting criticism for his actions against Iran. Mind you, this deranged occupant of the White House told us that the Iran operation would be over within 4 to 6 weeks. We are now in the 8th week, and there is no sign of this conflict coming to an end. If anything, Trump's actions indicate that the conflict could last for a considerably long time as he deploys another aircraft carrier in the region. Trump's decision to attack Iran is hurting even Americans, who are now being hit by skyrocketing oil and gas prices. This has the potential to end Trump's political career. After this year's midterm polls, such is the dire prospect that Trump has already made peace with a humiliating defeat in this year's midterm polls. Also, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche said that the suspect of last night's shooting said that his target was Trump. But the same suspect has still not explained his motive. The investigating agencies have managed to, and very quickly, managed to force him to say who his target was, but not why. Some people are also raising questions about how the evacuation took place. Trump appeared unmoved, even after shots of firing could be heard. Then this video showed Secret Service agents evacuating J.D. Vance first, before taking Trump to safety. I'm not a fan of this Sky News presenter, Trevor Phillips, but he rightly asked a pertinent question to his channel's US correspondent. You too should watch.
Sorry, James, I was just saying that's quite a remarkable thing. There's mayhem, but the Trump White House machine didn't pause, hardly drew breath before organizing the press conference.
Yeah, fascinating, isn't it? Donald Trump. But, you know, we've seen that before.
And the fact that this clown decided to link the last night's shooting to Iran would give plenty of legitimacy to those who say this was another false flag operation.
You take a look at what's happened to some of our greatest presidents, and it doesn't happen to people that don't do anything. And it's not going to deter me from winning the war in Iran.
And then the final question. How on earth was a so-called armed assassin allowed to enter the premises where the US president, his deputy, and other top members of his administration were present? This is despite the fact that the venue would have been sanitized by the Secret Service agents. I will leave you with the latest edition of Lego video on last night's shooting and Trump running scared. Enjoy the clip.
Yeah, White House Correspondents Dinner. Lights, cameras, then chaos. Trump on stage. Let's go! Let's go. Fancy ballroom, Hilton lights glowing. Trump in a suit, orange hair showing. Melania beside him, Vance looking bored. Crowd full of haters, clapping real low. Speech going smooth, ego on inflate. Till a shadow moves near the metal gate. Backpack boy with a grin so shady, pulls out the heat, now it's getting crazy. Secret Service screaming, shots fired. Tables flip, people dive for cover. Bullets flying like confetti in the air. Trump's face turned white, eyes wide with fear. He ran like hell off that stage. Secret Service, grab him, turn the page. Legs in the air, tie high, flying wild. Big bad Trump looking like a scared child. Ran like hell, what a show. From the big tough guy to less go, bro. No one hurt but his giant ego. Shots at the dinner, now the whole world knows. Lego style panic bodies on the floor. Wine glasses breaking, screams and more. One agent hit but vested, nah. Gunman tackle, goodbye, call ha. Trump in the SUV, hero messed up. Looking back like, is this real? What the next day at the White House, suit back on tight. I love the Secret Service, they're the best, alright. Lone wolf, that's what he said. While his legs were kicking like he's scared of the dead. Crowd outside laughing, phones up high. Trump ran faster than his own lies. He ran like hell off that stage. Secret Service hero saving the day. From the podium king to a scared little man. Orange man running as fast as he can. Ran like hell, legendary fail. Dinner of the year, this one made the trail. Ego shot worse than any bullet could. Trump got served, and it wasn't food. Yeah, White House Correspondents Dinner. Lights, cameras, then chaos. Trump on stage. Let's go. Fancy ballroom, Hilton lights glowing. Trump in his suit, orange hair showing. Millennium beside him, Vance looking bored. Crowd full of haters clapping real low. Speech going smooth, ego on inflate. Till the shadow moves near the metal gate. Backpack boy with a grin so shady, pulls out the heat, now it's getting crazy. Secret Service screaming, shots fired. Tables flip, people dive for cover. Bullets flying like confetti in the air. Trump's face turned white, eyes wide with fear. He ran like hell off that stage. Secret Service, grab him, turn the page. Legs in the air, tie, flying wild. Big bad Trump looking like a scared child. Ran like hell, what a show. From the big tough guy to let's go, bro. No one hurt but his giant ego. Shots at the dinner, now the whole world knows. Lego style panic bodies on the floor. Wine glasses breaking, screams and more. One agent hit but vest said nah. Gunman tackle, goodbye, call ha. Trump in the SUV, hero messed up. Looking back like, is this real? What the next day at the White House, suit back on tight. I love the Secret Service, they're the best, alright. Lone wolf, that's what he said. While his legs were kicking like he's scared of the dead. Crowd outside laughing, phones up high. Trump ran faster than his own lies. He ran like hell off that stage. Secret Service hero saving the day. From the podium king to a scared little man. Orange man running as fast as he can. Ran like hell, legendary fail. Dinner of the year, this one made the trail. Ego shot worse than any bullet could. Trump got served, and it wasn't food. Yeah, ran like hell. April 25, they'll never forget. The night the tough guy broke the internet. Ran like hell. Ran like hell. Ran like hell.
That's it from me. Thank you very much for your support of this platform and our journalism. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for staying with us until the end of today's broadcast. At Only the Truth channel, we believe that awareness creates understanding, and understanding creates unity. Your voice matters, and your opinion helps build a stronger and more informed global community. Please continue to support this platform by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and all social media platforms. Together, we can help connect people around the world through truth and meaningful dialogue. Before we close, here are 2 important questions for you. Do you believe today's global political decisions are helping to create peace and stability, or are they increasing division and uncertainty? What role do you think ordinary people should play in shaping the future of international cooperation and global unity? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. My name is Jennifer, broadcasting from Only the Truth channel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next broadcast.